ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागम् पाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्. Allusions to Lord Rama, whose complexion is like a blue lotus, very tender and delightful in appearance. Sita is seated on his left side. He is carrying powerful bow and arrow in his hands. Sri Ramcharitmanas by Goswami Tulsidas, Ayodhya Kand, and verse number 243. Presently, Bharata and Shatrughna have been led by Guha Nishad, and behind them the entire select personalities from Ayodhya. All have come to meet Rama. And you have to always understand, behind all these descriptions, there is subtle spiritual insight. That insight is the role of bhakti. Bharata is bhakti. And how does bhakti play the most important part in a spiritual movement? And that is illustrated by Bharata and Rama, how they are interrelated, how they love each other. Rama is, again, just to remind you, Rama is jnana, climax of spiritual movement. Dhyana is Lakshmana. Bharata is bhakti. Shatrughna is karma yoga. All these are brothers. They are avatar of Lord Vishnu. And Vishnu is Brahman. And all these four, along with Brahman, is right with you. Brahman is your Jivatma. Every reflected sun is really the sun. So if you reflect upon it, as the soul in you has that reality behind it, it's Brahman. And your personality is a channel for all the four brothers. Karma, to purify your heart, karma yoga. Bhakti, devotion to God, that brings about self-effacement. And that purifies your heart, your feelings, your sentiments. They are the basis. When they are purified, bhakti expresses through that movement. And dhyana, presented by Lakshmana. And dhyana is your will aspect. And your intellectual insight matures into intuitional experience. Who am I? And that's there with you. All the avatars are not, you don't have to wait for Treta Yuga. They are operating through your personality at every moment. So, keeping that in view, we continue the storyline. यही लखे लखन हूँ तेम अधिक मिले मुदित मुनिराव सो सीतापति भजन को प्रगट प्रताप प्रभाव. Nishad Raj Guha, he was feeling as if he is low caste, low status in society. But Vasishtha met him with greater expression of love than he did while meeting Lakshmana. And this is the example of the power of worshipping Rama. How did Guha became so lovable for Vasishtha? Because Guha was Rama's bhakta, devotion. A subtler role you have to understand. Also, Guha plays the role of Matri Bhav. In sadhana movement, as your mind begins to develop, first to understand Matri in relations with human beings. Matri is friendly, be friendly, try to understand. If a person is shouting at you, try to understand what is the trouble in his, what type of trouble he has in his throat. I'm joking. If someone is constantly looking at you with negativity, don't react. React only to understand that whatever may be the cause of inimical disposition, all souls come from the same source. In other words, develop friendly attitude. We are all friends. And therefore Rama was guided by Vishwamitra. Mitra is friendliness. Vishwa is universal. Universal friendliness. But try to understand the term friendliness in a subtler way. When you face various challenges, suddenly mind develops a negative reaction. That this is something miserable, this is some demoniac spirit is after me. That instead, allowing your mind to turn to God, who is in your very heart, who is the essence of your very soul, instead of reacting, try to stay serene. Mahamanasyat. One of the Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka, is giving a vrata. Spiritual aspirant should develop this bhav. What is the bhav? Mahamanasyat tad vratam. The bhav is always be mahamanas. Mahamanasvi. Always be magnanimous-minded. Don't quickly jump to a conclusion that this person who is coming with a tense face is bringing bad news for you. I'm joking, but I don't understand. People develop a quick judgment. And whenever you find any defect in yourself, there again, Mahamanaswat. develop magnanimous understanding. Your defect is not a reality that will block your movement. Your defect is spilling out of energy that you have not handled so far. Sometimes you do in kitchen work, some soup spills out. Now should you throw away all the soup? All the soup is there, you can enjoy it. But should you be restless and lose all your appetite fighting with the soup that's outside? Such errors will continue to happen. They are laughable. But you should laugh as well at your error and move on. Learn lesson and move on. It's called Mahamanasvat. Tadvratam. Tapantam na nindet. It's too hot. Do not go on keeping your mind in a state of stress, contradiction. That's too hot, too hot, too hot. 1 hot is enough. Varshantam na nindet. Too much rain. Don't condemn it. But these words are subtle. They also refer to subtle points. Tapantam doesn't always mean external heat. Through your anxiety and through your suspense, you may bring a lot of heat in your personality. It's tapa, you see. In brief, what we call tap. Subject, any trouble is a tap. Bhutam na nindet. Do not go on condemning people around you and all types of different animals and creatures. Do not condemn human beings. And develop ahamasmiti. I alone exist. So, all this is implied when you say develop matri bhav. But without going into the detail in that way, go into the storyline. Arat log ram sabujana, karuna karasu sujana bhagavana, jo jehi bhae raha abhilashi, tehi tehi ke tasi tasi rukh rakhi. Now, lots of people are there, and Rama has to meet them. Rama, who is the abode of compassion, who is good-hearted, and he knew that all those people, each one wants to meet Rama to his full satisfaction, to his or her full satisfaction. Jo tehi bhae raha abhilashi, tehi tehi kai tasi tasi rukh rakhi. Rama met all of them, and everyone felt that Rama met that person with full attention. Normally when you meet, everybody knows that he is meeting, but he is going to rush to somebody else. So it's a short meeting, handshaking. But it was not like that. And this is the act of Rama's Maya. This is brought out many times in the Ramayana. Jaki rahi bhavana jaisi, Prabhu Murati dekhi tin taisi. When Rama was going to break Shiva's bow for marrying Sita, his appearance, all the people who had been assembled, everyone saw Rama according to their own bhavana. Everyone had their own way of looking at Rama. And Rama appeared exactly the way their bhavana was. Simple point. All satisfaction that you gain in your success, in your progress, is coming from Rama. But according to your qualification, what you want, your success has your own interpretation. When Rama wants to meet you, he gives you that success. To another person, give something else. One person wants liberation. Rama, before he comes there, snatches the things he is attached to. I'm giving a very broad way to understand. In other words, Rama is constantly present with you. But his presence has different meaning depending upon your level of evolution. But it is Rama who is satisfying all your desires. It is Rama who becomes Ganesha, Hanuman, Saraswati Devi, Sita Devi, all Devis and gods. They are all Rama. You may say, why not Krishna? Is the same. Whether called Rama, Krishna, or your any other Ishta Devata, or just say Brahman, it all means just the same. So, all people met Rama as if Rama met each one, giving all his attention. Sanuj mili palamahu sabab kahu, kinha duri dukha daruna dahu. And all this happened in a flash. Otherwise it will take hours, days. I'm joking, but the idea to your experience is not dependent on time and space. Sometimes what you gain within a moment, you would have had to work hard for years to get that insight. So, also not only Rama, Lakshmana also was with him, and both became involved in meeting all led by divine Maya. Kin duri dukh darun dahu, and removed the stress everyone was feeling. Yah badi baat Ram ke nahi, jibi ghat koti ek ravi chahi. This is not a great thing, great act of heroism on the part of Rama. He did nothing. His son does nothing, but shines through millions of jars, countless reflected suns. Milike vatahi umagi anuraga, urjan sakal sarahi bhaga. And since Guha Nishad had met Rama. In brief, they met Guha Nishad and blessed their fortune that they were able to have the darshan of a personality like Guha, who was outcast originally, but now led by Rama's devotion. He is being seen by people as a source of divine inspiration. देखी राम दुखित महतारी जनु सुबेली अबली हिम मारी. Rama saw his mothers, three mothers, Kaushalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi, in a state of distress. They were appearing like beautiful creepers that have been struck with frost. प्रथम राम भेंटी कैकेयी सरल सुभाए भगति मति भेयी पग परिचिन्ह प्रबोधु पहोरी काल कर्म विधि सिर धरि खोरी. Rama first met Kaikeyi, and by his gracious simplicity and by the act of his love, inundated the heart of Kaikeyi with sweetness. Subtle point to understand. Kaikeyi is the one who caused Rama to go to forest. But Kaikeyi is that jnana movement that didn't allow Rama to stay a king, but rather to let him perform his duty for which he had incarnated, destruction of Ravana. To the world, Kaikeyi is viewed as a miserable personality. But highest definition of love is that which does not restrict a person from his duty and from his progress, but rather allows the person to follow his duty, his swadharma. Then that is love. Kaikeyi was that type of personality. In a storyline, seems crude, heartless, crooked. But that's just the storyline. And Rama, therefore, was intensely benefited by Kaikeyi. So he meets Kaikeyi first. And since that was the atmosphere around, people looking at Kaikeyi in an extremely negative way, and Kaikeyi herself was as if pressured under that negativity. So Rama talked about the role of Kal, time, role of karma, the role of the order of Brahma. भेंटी रघुबर मातु सब करि प्रबोध परितोषु अम्ब ईशाधीन जगु काहु न देय जोषु हो दोषु. Rama met all mothers and he gave all people the type of soothing advice, soothing instruction, that all that has happened, don't give blame to anybody. Happen means all that has led Rama, Lakshmana, Sita to be in the forest, it is not something negative has happened. And all happenings are led by God Himself. In the world, always so many things are happening. And you sit wasting your time, criticizing this one, criticizing that one. You are not adding or reducing. Happenings will continue. A hurricane will come and will do its job. Guru tiyat pad bande do bhai, sahit vipratyas je sang ai. Rama gave a special reverence to Brahmins and their wives, all those who had come along with Bharata. He met Sage Vasishtha and his wife Arundhati, especially. He adored Arundhati as if she was the embodiment of Devi Ganga and Gauri. And all those people, they started blessing Sri Rama. Gahi pad lage Sumitra anka, janu bheti sampati atiranka. Rama and Lakshmana both touched the feet of Queen Sumitra, who is the mother of Lakshmana. And they, like little kids, came in the arms of Sumitra, just like a child goes and jumps into the lap of a mother. These two jumped to meet Sumitra, as if an extreme beggar has found a big treasure. Puni janani charanani do bhrata, pare prema vyakula sabagata. After this act of meeting, they now fell at the feet of Mother Sumitra and experienced extreme love, special type of love. Ati anuraga amba uralaye, nayan saneha salila anavaye. And the mother enfolded them both with great love. Her eyes were filled with tears, and as if the tears were showering on Rama and Lakshmana. Tehi avasar kara harash vishadu, kimi kabi kahe mukh jimi swadu. During that time, all that was happening, the atmosphere was filled with joy, at the same time sorrow, and was indescribable. How can a dumb person explain or describe a delicious food? This was a delicious food atmosphere. And human mind is dumb, limited to describe. Mili janani sanuj raghurai, gurusan kaheu ki dhari apau. Rama and Lakshmana met Kaushalya Devi, that's Rama's own mother. And having met, they requested Sage Vasishtha to enter Rama's ashram. Purjana pai munish niyogu, jalatal taki taki utare ulogu. And then, receiving Vasishtha's permission, all people who had come from Ayodhya, they all came down and occupied different places in the ashram of Rama. That means where Panchamati, where Rama was, and they located according to their choice different spots for spending time with Ram. Mahisura Mantri Matugur Gane Log Liye Saath Pavana Ashrama Gavanukiya Bharatala Karna Raghunath. Brahmins, mantris, which ministers, mothers, guru, and all people who had come along with Bharata and Shatrughna, they now entered into the ashram of Lakshmana and Rama. Siye ai munivara pagpa lagi, uchit ashish lahi manam magi. Sita Devi adored the feet of sage Vasishtha and received blessings according to her cherished wishes. Guru Patani Munityan Sameta Mili Pem Kari Jai Najeta. And then Rama met all the wives of different types of saints and sages. They had come with their wives. And Rama met their wives, including the wife of Vasishtha, Arundhati. And all these great women were so happy. And their love that welled up in their heart cannot be described. Bandi bandi pagasiya sabahi ke asir vachan kahe priya ji ke. Sita worshipped everyone and received blessings. Sasu sakal jab siya nihari mugde nayan sahamis kumari. Sita, with tender body, when the mothers, Kaushalya, Sumitra, Kaikeyi, when they saw Sita and suddenly seeing how Sita was brought into that tragic situation, instead of being a palace, she has been brought into forest, living a miserable life. That's worldly point of view. And they were somehow the cause. Seeing Sita, they felt that type of internal regret that such a thing happened in spite of all their good personalities and their fame and name. In brief, they closed their eyes for a while instead of looking at Sita. Pari badhik bas manahu marali, kaha kin kartar kuchali. Sita, on the other hand, saw the queens in such a miserable state, as if swans, royal swans, have become a prey, and they are, and the hunter is going to kill them. And she thought within herself, why all this happened? Why did Vidhata, Brahma, did bring such tragic situation? On the other side, on the other hand, they looked at Sita and they also grieved in the same manner. It is a description of mutual feelings. Janaka Suta tab urdhari dhira, neel nalin lochana bhari neera. Janaki Devi, Sita Devi, having gained courage in her heart, with tears in her blue lotus eyes, met all these mother-in-laws. This was as if there was a flood of Karuna Ras. At this stage, I will tell you about Ras. 9 types of sentiments are brought artistically in literature with the purpose of bringing the wisdom of the Vedas. Of course, any writer can use all these sentiments, but the scriptures have that special role. They deal with those sentiments, and sometimes these sages bring out dramas, etc., that are more interesting and entertaining than many great writers and novelists. Just to give you the names of those sentiments. Shringar. Shringar is the sentiment of sweetness and profound love. Veer-ras, sentiment of heroism. Karunya-ras or Karuna-ras, sentiment of compassion. Adbhuta-ras, sentiment that makes your mind startled, a startling sentiment. Hasya, humor. Bhayanak, terrifying. Vibhats, disgusting. Raudra, horrible. Shi and Shant, peace, absolute calm. So these sentiments are brought in literature. So when you read, if there are only 1 or 2 sentiments, you get bored. When all these sentiments are put in different ways, becomes an interesting. Then what happens? What you have read, it goes into the mind. You may forget many things, but things that have made you laugh, made you in a state of shock, sometimes have brought tears in your eyes. They have touched you in a special way, creating a special samskaras. So that's the subtle purpose behind scriptural katha, stories that are told. All people join in, children and everyone. And they laugh, and then there are times when they become completely in a state of stress. Sometimes they become so involved that tears begin to flow. Lagi lagi pag sabanisiya, भेंटति अति अनुराग, हृदय असी सही प्रेम बस रही अहु भरी सुहाग. Sita goes on meeting people, touching their feet, and all of them, they go on giving blessing to Sita. May you live a wedded life for a long, long time. विकल स्नेह सिय सब रानी, बैठन सबहि कहे गुरु ज्ञानी. कही जग गति मागिक रघु मुनि नाथा, कहे कछुक परमार्थ गाथा. Seeing all the queens along with Sita in that state of karuna, misery, as it were, that melts the heart. Guru Vasishtha asked them all to sit down, and he said some scriptural teachings that this world process is of the nature of Maya. Nothing is permanent. So having told about the unreality of the world, he went on telling many teachings leading to enlightenment. Nirpekara surpura gavanu sunava, suniragunatha dusaha dukha pava. Now coming to news aspect, they conveyed to Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, and all the people who were listening, of course, about King Dasharatha's passing away. And Rama, hearing this news, felt terribly shaken. Marane hetu nijanehu bichari, bhe ati vikala dhira dhuradhari. Rama felt or visualized within himself how much love King Dasharatha had for him, that he could not maintain his body, but he maintained the words he gave to Queen Kaikeyi. Kulish kathor sunatak batu bani, bilagata lakhana siya sabarani. Now, at that time, that news was like a thunderbolt suddenly coming into a congregation. Of course, most people of Ayodhya, they were the one to bring the news, and the people who are struck by the news are Rama, Lakshmana, Sita. However, when you are in a congregation, the experience touches everyone. Now, all of them grieved as if King Dasharatha had died on that very day. Munivar bahuri Rama samujhaye, sahita samaj susarita nahaye. Sage Vasishtha gave some teachings and calmed Sri Rama. You must know that Yoga Vasishtha system. And then all people relaxed, went to have baths in sacred Mandakini river. And on that day, Bratu nirambu tehi din prabhu kinha, munihu kahe jal kahu nalinha. On that day they fasted. Even water they didn't drink, called Nirjal Brat. Even though sage Vasishtha relaxed the law of the Vrata and said you can take water, but they didn't. So how keen they were. Bhoru bhaye raghunandanahi, jo muni aya sudin, Shraddha bhagati sameta prabhu, so sabu sadharu keen. Next day, early in the morning, Lord Rama did all that Vasishtha went on asking, and he served Vasishtha with profound faith and devotion and great respect. And with this, we conclude for today. Om Ram, 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 Ram. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Prayer for shower of Karunamaya ras of divine grace over all. Karunamaya ras. This is the nectarine shower of divine compassion. And may everyone develop aspiration to be free of death virus, Mrityu virus, to be free of mortality. You must realize you can be free from these viruses, but there is a bigger virus that always awaits you, and that's the virus of mortality. And all these scriptures point your attention to your living, to realize you are not the body, you are the eternal soul. Not one of the many souls, but you are the absolute soul, like the sun. And anything that you do in that direction is the source of all that is good. Mangalam. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukumva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshyama Mritat Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Mritam Gamaya Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Hari Om Tat.